Yo, I have heard some crazy pickup lines before. I've heard people come up to women and just say, exactly. just do that. I've heard people say, yo, girl, what's your name? Hey, yo, you looking fly. Yo, mommy, what's good? Yo. They just keep saying yo and yo, because it's just like they blank out. It's the funniest thing ever. But, man, I ain't never heard nobody say this shit right here. Moist Critical breaks it down for us. Let's get into it.
There's a lot of lonely men in the world, and I'm gonna change that right now by revealing the secret technique that's 100% guaranteed to get you an intimate relationship immediately. You will be irresistible to women. Is
Irresistible.
your game weak? Is your riz falling on deaf ears?
Yes,
Well,
Charlie.
that's a thing of the past,
Give it
Buster.
to it.
Throw out everything
Let's
you
do
thought
it.
you knew about romance. I'm overwriting it right now with this cheat code with women.
You can talk to a woman for 5-10 hours, you can talk about any goddamn thing, nothing's going to change unless your intention is there. And that's one of the things that most people miss is the intention. So what I mean that is if you're talking to a woman and you're like, oh, what's your name? And you're not looking at her, you're not giving her that intention that I want to fuck you, then it's just a normal conversation between two people. It's like when you go for a job interview, somebody asks you 500 questions, you don't get turned on, you don't go home and masturbate like, oh my god, somebody asked me 50 questions, so I need to,
It truly is just that simple. The solution was right under our nose the entire time, staring us in the face. Have any of you ever tried going up to a stranger saying, salutations, I'd like to fuck you, to see where it gets you? Because I'll tell you where it gets you. In bed with them. Or in jail behind bars. But sometimes, that's a risk you gotta be willing to take. You all know how much I love pickup artist content. I stumbled upon this earlier today and it had a huge smile on my face. They talk about like having a conversation with a woman like it's the worst thing in the world. Like if you have made your intentions clear about just wanting to fuck, then all you're doing is engaging in a conversation with a girl. Ew. Yuck. It's of paramount importance to spit it right in her face that you are there to fuck.
Yes.
That is your intention and you need to make it clear in no uncertain terms. Otherwise, it's just like a job interview, and you don't go to a job interview and then go home and masturbate because you got asked a bunch of questions. No. Patooey.
that's what it is. We're trying to differentiate from that. We don't want this to be just another platonic conversation where two people talk for 20 minutes but nobody feels turned on or nobody feels attraction for the other person. And the only time that will change is if your intention is communicated to them. Now some people...
You want to know the...
Okay, like, I kind of agree with that. I kind of agree with him going up to a female and being like, hey, I'm giving off vibes that, like, I'm into you. Want to know who you are. I think you're hot. Like, I get that. But what he about to say here is just crazy. I mean, there's a balance that you gotta play on. Like you walking on a tightrope, especially when you're just coming up to a female cold turkey and just trying to get their number, trying to get their attention, whatever. Man, he about to spoil it. Yo.
quickest way to ensure that the conversation ends on the spot with no attraction? Try just saying, I want to fuck you, to a complete stranger. You're either getting maced, slapped, or the cops are getting called on you instantly.
Immediately.
Like, they'll throw your ass out of the bar like it's a Looney Tunes cartoon where they literally kick you out and you just, like, skid across the ground with your fucking ass in the air. It is...
or like on the Fresh Prince when Jazz is getting thrown out the house by Uncle Phil.
The hobos will be coming next.
That's how your ass is gonna be on the pavement somewhere looking crazy.
The worst possible approach to just go up to someone and say that. Greetings. Sex? Maybe? Pickup artists are
Today?
always so interesting to me because it seems like you can just say the most nonsensical shit ever and dudes will buy into it and pay you for the privilege of hearing the worst advice ever that will probably land them on a watch list somewhere.
Thanks.
Like, I bet I could convince dudes that a good pickup approach is to go up to a woman and say something like, hey, I'm not weird, and I'll prove it. I got your nose, and you reach out and do this with your hand. And then it'll pique her curiosity, because the female mind is always, very inquisitive. She'll ask, what are you doing with my nose? And that's when you say, I'll give it back if we have sex. I guarantee someone would think that's a good idea. It's so sad how easy it is to take advantage of gullible, desperate men. You don't even need to look like an alpha male Chad Thundercock. Like, we just looked at the Reddit mod pickup artist who's giving lessons on TikTok for like $3,000 seminars, and that guy is legitimately a Discord moderator, and he looks like it too. You can smell him through the screen, and yet he has clients paying him money for the worst advice ever. One of his cursed techniques that he tried to convey was that you put on a glove and then put your finger inside of her and start raking. And people were like, genius! That's the one, that's why I'm not getting any girls. I haven't tried that. I'm gonna start putting gloves on to meet them. It's just pure lunacy and degeneracy now.
In my mind, makes all the difference is when you need to be dominating. Second, you need to be invading their space. But this is the problem. Most people will not let you invade their space unless they're comfortable with you. So your goal is to continue to invade their space in a manner that's okay for them. So for instance, if I just come here and do this, you'll be like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
He treats conversations with women like it's a game of Civilization 5 where he's just trying to keep taking away parts of their space. It's so weird to see people think this way. Your goal when talking to a woman is to constantly be trying to figure out how to make her just comfortable enough where I can go in there and start honking on her titties. And I love that his optimal method for...
You just can't go up to a woman and just assume that she's comfortable with you and then start taking up her space. Bro, you gotta be sure. You gotta be sure. Her best friend would go, what are you doing? What are you doing to her?
Reaching that level of comfortability is to just say he wants to fuck. Like, I can already picture this. Just screaming from across the bar. Excuse me, m'lady. I am approaching you with sexual intent. The following conversation is designed to end with my wiener in your mouth. Now may I invade your personal space? Hey, it's good to see you.
And then say. So for instance, if I want to ask her name, I could ask her name, what's your name? Okay, it's not sexual at all. But now if I say, I want to fuck you, what's your name?
Whoa!
The way I make eye contact changes. So.
And all of a sudden, her love.
Whoa! He laid it on thick, did he not? Yo, baby, what's your name? I'm trying to fuck, huh? Like right now. Let's go to the bathroom. Like right now. What kind of women has this dude been around? He don't look like he's from America. And like any woman from where he from, that seemed like it wouldn't even work. They would be on guard. They'd pull a shiv out the pantyhose and be like, yo, back up, bro. Like, seriously, how do you not come off a creep? How do you not come off as a creep when you just come up to a woman and be like, hey, what's your name? I'm trying to fuck. Hey, what's your name? Oh, yeah? I want to fuck. How does that make sense? Yo, if any of y'all out there trying this, stop right now. Stop.
Level of panic and fear changes where now she's in fight or flight mode because you are a creep. You are a weirdo who is scaring whoever you do this to. I want to fuck. What's your name? It's almost like the rock bottom scene in SpongeBob. I can't understand your accent, but in this case, instead of the it's, I want to fuck you. What's your name? I want to fuck you. Where'd you come from? I want to fuck you. What do I have to do to fuck you?
I'll do that again on the camera so they can see my expressions. If I just say, what's your name? There is nothing that subcommunicates that I'm attracted to you. But if I say, I really want to fuck you, what's your name? All of a sudden my facial expressions changes, my tonality changes.
And I'm running the
I don't know, bro. Did anybody see his facial expressions change? Did anybody see anything different come from that? I sure didn't. I didn't get all of a sudden a little, chub when he said that. I ain't no Diddy, but like I wasn't feeling anything. Like I was just feeling. I honestly, I take that back. I honestly felt a little bit of fear. I honestly felt a little bit of whoa. I think I need to punch this guy in the face like right now. Oh, I think that I need to protect myself. Where's my gun at? Like, how do I hide from this guy?
Other way. Doing it right at the camera, you could really feel just how awful this would be to experience.
Facts.
Just having this complete stranger come up to you and say, I want to fuck you, what's your name? Like, that's alarming. Pretty much everyone is on edge after that. If anyone even hears you do that, they're looking over their shoulder and getting ready to call for some help.
Exactly.
That's like yelling bomb in an airport. Just coming up to someone saying, I want to fuck you, what's your name? Everyone's weirded out by that. I have to imagine this guy has never actually done that in his life.
Never.
Maybe he just hates the students that sign up for his class, so he's trying his best to ruin their life.
Maybe he chose.
Because that is horrible advice.
And that subcommunicates the whole sexual energy, the sexual tone.
Hold up, bro. Hold up. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Do you really think something like that is going to work for this guy? This guy? Beauty is in the eye of the beholder and blah, 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 blah. Yes, I get it. But a woman that is on his level or below it, coming up to her saying that, you really think that's going to work for this guy? Like, come on. I ain't trying to shit on my G or nothing like that, but come on, man. You don't really think giving this guy that kind of advice is gonna work. Maybe he's trying to instill some confidence in him. Maybe he's trying to instill like a little bit of put your shoulders back, bro. Stand up straight. Have some confidence in you. Come on. Ask her just to fuck. Come on. Use bro, but those words, that pickup line, it ain't it, bro. It ain't it.
And the brain starts to process there is something more going on than somebody just asking my name.
Brother, you don't have to vocalize every thought and intention during
Seriously.
a conversation. I'm sure if you're only there for sex, that intention will be communicated through the way that you talk to the person. You don't have to just shout it, I just want sex. What's your name?
You know, and that's why when you're talking to them, instead of just having that conversation, oh, where are you from? Oh, that's cool. What do you do? Oh, that's cool. It should be almost be like, where are you from? You know, I want to have sex with you. Where are you from? You know, I want to take you home. Tell me more about you. You know, I want to fuck you right now. What flight did you take from Denver to coming here?
What flight did you take from Denver to come here? Did you take the Cock Meat Express?
I want to know where you
'Cause
live.
I can give you a ride on that one as well for the departing flight. We've got plenty of time. He prefaces each question he asks a woman with, I want to have sex with you. Where are you from? Hey, I want to get you back to my place so we can steam ham. You a dog or cat person? Look, I want to mash pissers and nothing else. I just want to fuck you. So what kind of food do you like to eat? What's your favorite movie?
And
My
that
dick.
will, you know, right now, even though I'm speaking very fast, it's not coming out right, but that intention is what's going to make them feel, okay, this is not just some guy interviewing me. He has an intention, he has an agenda, and that intention has to be conveyed to them.
I'm pretty sure that's like...
Bro, like every female, if you just come up to them cold turkey in a bar or on the street, wherever, man, they're going to already have that intention already. Or they're already going to have that thought already that you trying to fuck. They're already going to have it. So there ain't no point to just go up to a woman, or you can't go up to a woman because they're going to have that thought. It's going to be like the first thought. Like, oh, well, this guy's coming up to me. He wants to fuck me. They're already really going to have that thought. You cannot just dive right in like that and just be like, I'm being aggressive. I'm being confident because I just told her I want to fuck her. No.
The last possible intention you'd ever want to convey to someone, that you just want to fuck them by any means necessary.
Exactly.
That's scary.
Yeah.
That is creepy. Weird. I don't think that's a positive thing that he's trying to portray it as. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is extremely effective. I doubt it, but I guess it could be. He is the expert after all. But I had to share this. This had me giggling just at the thought.
I can only imagine how quickly this guy would get Me Too'd if he tries to go up to a woman and be like, yo, hi, your name? Oh, okay. Can we fuck? You know, that's one of the most wildest pieces of advice on trying to get women I ain't ever heard. Like, I mean, I've heard of some direct choices that men have tried to make, but man, like, I ain't never heard anybody just be that direct. That's crazy. I think every logical man knows that, you know, you gotta be, you know, a little bit suave, a little bit unique, a little bit better than the last guy, and probably even better than the next. So you better get her attention. You better warm her up. You better do something. Tell her a joke, something. Say something funny. Say something clever. But never, in the first 3 seconds of meeting a woman, tell her that you just want to fuck her. That is crazy. All right, but I'm out.